Recently, if you've been out on your local high street, been on social media, or even looked out of your window, you've probably seen one of these somewhere. You may have even seen one on your local motorway.
Look at this!
It's pretty crazy.
DOT cameras capture 3 men traveling westbound on the freeway, one after another, each riding a dockless scooter.
E-scooters were first put together in Singapore in 2016 and they've been gaining traction ever since, if you pardon the pun. They made an appearance at Paris Fashion Week in 2018 where some of the models posed with them. For what reason, I'm not too sure, and if you ask me, do they look fashionable? I'd say not really. But my point is, they've been getting closer and closer to us ever since they were made. In 2020, after the sales of them skyrocketed globally because they're fast, they're convenient, they're a socially distanced mode of transport, they're environmentally friendly, and I thought they were the next big it. They looked to me like the future mode of transport until I found out that they were illegal to ride on public roads. And I didn't know they were illegal until the other day when I saw this on my social media feed.
In Hyde Park, stopping e-scooters. Heard it here first. Look, giving up farms.
Because of the e-scooter hype, loads of people have gone out and bought one of these for themselves, their children, their siblings, their grandmas, without understanding the laws around them. So this is just going to be a quick vid to give you the information on said laws. Okay, so picture this. You've just bought your e-scooter from Halfords. You're happy with your purchase, the sun is shining, and you're about to ride it home. Have second thoughts about that picture, you potential criminal, because e-scooters are illegal on public roads, pavements, and cycle lanes. I'll repeat that. E-scooters are illegal to ride on public roads, pavements, and cycle lanes. So if you get caught riding one of these bad boys on a public road, you risk either a £300 fine, possible confiscation of your scooter, as we saw in the video earlier. Some police officers won't hesitate to call a whole tow truck to come and take your scooter, or up to 6 penalty points on your license. So the law's taking this seriously and the punishments are quite harsh to say the least, but we'll get more onto why that is later in the vid. As it stands, you can't use your own e-scooter on a public road, but what you can do is rent one. In Bristol, Newcastle, and a couple of other places that aren't as important as London, they're running trial schemes which let you rent them, pay a fee, and bring them back. Let's call it a Boris Bike 2.0, and that would make them legal to ride in those areas on public roads. Going back to personally owned scooters, you're only allowed to ride one of these on private land with the landowner's permission. So if you've got yours from Halfords or Amazon, you can only ride those on private land. But if we gotta be honest here, customers in South London aren't necessarily buying them to ride on private land, are they? They're illegal to ride on public roads because they're classed as PLEVs. So basically, they're in the same category as cars, which would mean to ride an electric scooter on the road, you'd need a license plate, MOT, insurance, brake lights. So, and the thing is, here's the double-edged sword. Even if you did kit out your electric scooter with a license plate, indicators, red lights, all that stuff, you still wouldn't be able to find insurance on them because no one's insuring them at the moment.
Right, the laws on e-scooters, it's really complicated because the laws were written before e-scooters came along.
Now, an e-scooter falls under the definition of a motor vehicle, which means that to have it on the road, it's got to have insurance, you've got to have a license, and drink drive and things like that all cover e-scooters, so it's really complicated. But also the road networks don't lend themselves to e-scooters, so e-scooters are brilliant, I think we can agree that, you can whip around on them, but the problem is that the road network doesn't support it, and if we suddenly put 3,000 e-scooters on the streets of Exeter with the cars, it's going to be utter chaos. So there's a lot of work going on with regards to e-scooters, and hopefully in time to come e-scooters will become more of a daily thing.